So I made sure that I put the information on the same year was the GLTC record. So she's a previous journal, so yeah, I think the policy I double check. So
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you all for being here tonight. Doing a little bit of rearranging in the agenda. We'll do all of the city business so that then the rest of the evening can be devoted to our cooperative housing community meeting. Is there any public comment about on any matter not on our agenda but under our jurisdiction? Seeing none, we'll move to the minutes from November 18, 2025. Those have been distributed to council. Are there any corrections or additions?
Madam Chair, I have a question. The issue under the city fire department fails to indicate that the purpose of the presentation was to put a referendum for the city residents to choose 3 options. Instead, it reads like those 3 options were put before the city council.
We can clarify that. Thank you. Any other corrections or additions? Seeing none, I'll entertain a motion to approve as corrected.
I'll make a motion that we approve as corrected.
I'll second that.
Been moved and seconded to approve the November 18, 2025 minutes as corrected. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That motion is carried. Do we have events ordinance updated all?
I had sent updated information out by email, but I don't think any of us had time to follow up over the holiday.
Okay. We can mark that as in process. Okay. Is there a motion to approve the claims for November?
I will make a motion that we approve the claims for November.
Is there a second?
I'll second that.
Been moved and seconded to approve the claims for November. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That motion is carried. Do we have an update on the ordinance review process? Okay. And telecommunications franchise committee ordinance?
I need to see if I made the changes from the last meeting. I believe I dropped the ball.
Okay. Thank you. Second opportunity for public comment. Okay. Carrie, do you have a report for us?
I do not.
Okay. There is nothing out of the ordinary to report for Public Works. Water project is still ongoing. Streets are being taken care of. Water current water system and sewer system are leaking, which I'm sure we have all noticed. Angie, do you have anything for us? No. JD?
Concerning the League of Cities and Towns efforts to address the exempt water bill issue, I contacted Ms. Lynch from the League. I had an excellent conversation with her. I believe that's something that if we could, I'd like to present as an agenda item at the next meeting. I believe it might impact the next review of either the zoning or the water ordinance.
Okay. Carrie, will you make a note of that to get on our next agenda? Vivian? Doug?
Christmas Carol Saturday.
Okay.
Wheels in motion.
Okay. Does the chamber need anything from the city?
No.
Okay. Thank you.
Other than barricades, right?
Barricades?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
We'll talk tomorrow.
Okay. All right. And I have nothing to report at this time. The tasks that are on my to-do list are still on my to-do list. And with that, why don't we go ahead and adjourn, and then we can get into a community meeting.
Madam Mayor, I make a motion that we adjourn the city council meeting.
Is there a second?
I'll second that.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
That motion is carried, and with that, that's probably a record. But also the record being shown that Councilman Brown was not here. But with that, I would like to introduce Tracy McIntyre, who is with the cool. You better tell me, Tracy.
Montana Co-op Development Center.
Thank you.
Mayor, I'm assuming.
Yes, we can move to that.
Well, Mayor, I've been to a lot of councils. That was impressive. Very impressive.
Thank you. I do like
I love it. I think they were convincing. They said, I really love effective and short meetings. And she just like became my hero. And Lindsay, who has been in my effective meeting trainings with me during this time, goes, I know you. It's true. Okay, so my name is Tracy McIntyre. I'm the director of the Montana Cooperative Development Center. I'm also the director of the Montana Council of Co-op. So I live and breathe cooperatives.
I'm Lindsay. I'm with the membership and outreach director, I guess, more for the Montana Council. I work on both sides. I'm here for whatever Tracy needs.
And we're gonna just take a moment.
She had it all set up for you and was very excited.
But now it's not. Oh, yeah. Yay! Okay.
Do you want me to flip through and you talk?
Yeah, that sounds good. So I know some of you guys have seen me before as I've talked to the council and the planning board. You had me in for like a housing conversation at one point as well, right?
We were part of the previous BCBC sponsored, what was it called, Mayor?
Community review.
Community
Yeah.
review. And one of our subgroups was housing.
Yes, and they had me come in and talk about housing cooperatives as well. I also want to make sure that Brian is recognized. He is on my board and we've worked together for years. I'm from Eureka, Montana. I was in Brian's role up there for a long time. I don't have the grade that Brian has, but I have the same kind of years behind me. I have the die. Go ahead. So I'm going to briefly go through what co-ops are. Feel free to ask questions. I want this to be your guys' community meeting. Our idea is that we are introducing more broadly the cooperative component of what or how co-ops can work in a community, specifically around housing. We will be kind of bringing in some other ideas too, and that you guys might want to use in your community. And then I actually want to move us into more of a workshop style where you guys lead with ideas and concepts that you can take forward. So co-op at the end of the day is when a group of people come together and they pool their resources, that's money, time, whatever those resources are, and they address a need in their community. Now the word community, in this case, can be a township. It can also be 3 to 4 guys who decided that they really didn't like welding in massive manufacturing companies and created a small studio to compete in. So the word community can be defined more broadly than just towns. So keep that in mind as we're going through. Go ahead. Very slow, maybe. So as we're introducing the idea of housing co-ops, we also are going to introduce the idea of an investment co-op. Dan Oler with the Sangodo Opportunity Development, this is just a quote that he gave to us, and it's so good because it's about sharing the risk and sharing the rewards, and for the benefits of the members as opposed to just for the profit of shareholders. Go ahead. So co-ops actually were started, they date back to Benjamin Franklin. So for a lot of people, they think co-ops are kind of this newer model of business. They're actually one of the oldest forms of businesses. Our ag co-ops in the state of Montana actually predate like 100 plus years. But the modern cooperative movement was really credited to a group of men and women who started the Rochdale Pioneers in Rochdale, England in 1844. And what they did is they were working in kind of the mills and textiles, and they were starving. And they created their own grocery store, basically. And that's where we came up with our principles that we're still using today. In 1922, we have when we really start seeing the Land Acts and the ag co-ops came through. We have some different tax structures starting to form, and the cooperative in the U.S. really starts defining what that business structure looks like. The 30s, we start seeing electric and credit unions emerge, and then by the 70s, we really start seeing like worker co-ops through the labor movements. So in Montana, we have about 200 co-ops. Those are people that are working in Montana as well as co-ops that are based in Montana. About 170 of those are based here in the state. We have our farm fuel and supply. So you guys, Rocky Mountain is a very big one of ours. 45 credit unions, 25 electrical co-ops. We actually cover a good chunk of the state with electrical and telecommunication co-ops. And then our growing area is the cooperative associations, and this is where we're seeing kind of the creative side coming out of cooperatives. Our housing, we have investment co-ops, those are the two we'll cover tonight. We also have shared services, marketing, we have Main Street conversions and grocery store conversions. What we're seeing co-ops do is when we do have a silver tsunami happening in the state, so a lot of businesses are looking at closing or moving to the next generation. We are seeing co-ops emerge as a solution, especially for those rural communities that want to keep essential services. And jump in and see if I miss anything. So co-ops are a global form of business where we are structured under state statutes. But the 7 guiding principles, which we're not going to go into super details, those are globally accepted. And then we have our values of self-help, self-responsibility, democracy, as in one vote for one membership. No one person owns a co-op. No one person can sell a co-op. No corporation owns it. It is owned by the people that live and work it and are benefiting from the cooperative. So in the governance, I just mentioned one member, one vote. Members elect the board that's still